Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python programming course. In the previous lecture, we learned about conditional statement using if else, elif and nested if. We learned how Python makes decisions based on different conditions. Now imagine a situation, suppose I ask you to print welcome to Python. You can do just by using the print function and write welcome to Python in the strings to print the welcome to Python. For example, what I'm saying is print welcome to Python. As you know, you can print anything using the print function. Now can you print this 100 times or 1000 times? You can do it, but it would take a lot of time. But programming is all about reducing repetitive work. To solve this problem, Python provides loops. For example, how will you do it? You will copy it and paste it again and again, just like this. Using Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. As you can see, you can do it repetitively, but you have to write a lot of line of code, which is very repetitive and very hard to do. So Python provides loop for this work. Now what is a loop? A loop is used to execute the same block of code multiple times. Instead of writing the same statement again and again, we write it once inside a loop. Think about real life. Suppose your teacher asks you to write I will complete my homework 50 times. Would you write it manually every time? Probably not. A loop does exactly this automatically. Python mainly provides two types of loops. Number one is for loop and second is while loop. Let's understand each of them. Number one is for loop. The for loop is used when we know how many times we want to repeat something. For example, syntax for loop is let's reload. For I in range 5 print hello. Now what does it? Writes hello and 5 times. I can change it to write it 10 times or any 100 times. As you can see here, it is 100 times. It has printed the hello. Just by using 2 line of code, I have written it 100 times. Now let's understand what is range function here. The range function is used to generate numbers. For example, likewise I have written 100 here. It will generate help us to generate 100 lines 100 times of repetitive task for to do. For example, it will come from 0 to 100 of minus 1, that is 100 to 99, 0 to 99, sorry. For example, if I print here I is a variable here which I used here. As you can see here, starts from 0 and goes till 100 minus 1, which is 99. If I used 100 here, it will go from 0 to 99. If I put it 10 here, it will go from 0 to 9. As you can see here is 0 to 9. So Python starts from 0, not from the 1. For example, if I want to print specific amount of numbers, I can also do that just by using the range function, but using a comma. starting and ending one, and let's say I want to write from 1 to 10. I have to write 11 here because it takes nth minus 1, which is 10. If, as you can see here, 1 to 10 it has printed. If I will not use here anything, it will print from in syntax error. I have to give it 0, which is a default also here. So as you have understood, the last line is last value is never included in the range function, which is 11 here. Now we will also take an example, the break function, which is does it. I write here comma and 2. This 2, what does it? It gives a break of two values. For example, 0, then 1, skips the 1, then prints the 2, then skips the third one, then 3, 4 prints, then 5 skips, 6th one, 7 skips, 8th, 9th skips, 10, then 11 skips, 12, which is not in our range function, so it stops here, printing our 0 to 10. So it just used to jump the range. Likewise, us2, it Python jumps 2 every time. Now we can also make some programs. Let's make a multiplication table using the range function only. For example, I want to make a table. I'll make a variable table, integer input, enter number for table. I will print from 1 to 10. So I have to write here 1 to 11, print table. You can use commas here to write anything. Into I equals to table into I. Now we will run it. Enter the table. Let's say 5, table of 5. It prints 5 on 5, 10, 15, 20, 50. As you can see here, our table is executed successfully. It's table of 10. It's also correct. Table of 100, which is also correct. So it just works. We also have a walkthrough to minimize this also, but it's for the advanced topics. You can just execute anything by using a comma here in the print function. Now we will make another program for calculating sum of first 10 numbers. Let's do it. I'll comment it down. Let's make any variable stores value for I in range 1 to 11. plus 1. Now what will does it will print calculate the sum of from 1 to 10 and then print it. As you can see here, 55. So we have made a program to calculate sum of first 10 numbers from 1 to 10, which is 55, which is working perfectly. Now we will come to the while loop. Unlike the for loop, the while loop executes as long as the condition remains true. The code for while loop is, we write it like this: while condition, and write statement here. I'll comment it down for your reference. Now come to the example sum. For example, we will make a program for counting from 1 to 3 4 5. We will make a variable. We have to make a variable every time in for using while loop. While count is less than equals to, let's say, 5. Print one. Let's print it. As you can see here, 1 2 3 4 5. If let's say if I change value here from 1 to 10, it will print up to 10. Why? What it does is, I have made a variable here as count equals to 1. Now while loop checks whether count is less than equals to 10. Yes, it is, as it's 1. Now what it will does it will print the variable same here as we printed here, 1. Here it prints 1. Then what it does is, count plus equals to 1, it adds a 1 to the this variable count. Again it becomes 2. Now it again check while is less than equals to 10, which is 2, which is also correct. Then it prints again, then again adds it, again adds, again it checks the same value. When it goes up to 10, it prints again, then again it adds a value which becomes 11. Now when while checks 11, count as 11, but we have given the condition as less than equals to 10, but which is false. Why? Because count is 11 but our condition is less than equals to 10. Then it comes out of the loop and breaks the loops so that our only prints up to the 10. So now we'll look at the infinite loop. How to do that? Just remove the conditions here from the statement. Now if I run it, it will print 1 infinitely. As you can see here, printed infinitely 1 here. It has halted because because of the system requirements. As you can see, if you run it in your terminal, it will run infinitely. Why? Because the condition always remains true. So Python keeps on printing the one as in the terminal. So always also remember to update the loop variable and always put a condition when to stop the while loop. Now we will make a countdown program. let's make it. You can do it just by flipping it. How will you flip it? For example, if I want to make a countdown from 10 to 0, I will make it like this. Change from greater than, less than, equals to greater than, print count, and I'll subtract -1 every time it executes. Now if I print it, okay, if I do like this, condition should remain true. Okay, I have to make some changes here. Count should be greater than 0. As you can see, 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Also I'll print here, print boom. As you can see here, 10 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, then boom. It's just a basic program. Now we will see the break statement. What the break statement is: when we sometime want to stop the loop immediately, we use the break statement. For example, in this only, if I want to stop it after the printing of 10, I can use break here. If I run it 10, then it just stops. This one is outside the loop. I'll comment it down. If I again run it, it also prints a 10. Now we will see the continue statement. Now what the continue does it, I'll comment it down. If I write continue here, what will does it, it will skip the current value and then repeat the, again start the loop. It has broken down somewhere. It has glitched out. Let me write it again. One to 10. Now as you can see here, it has printed 1 2 3 4 5. Now I have put a condition here: if I equals to 6, continue. Now what it does, it skips the this value, that condition I have given, that is if I equals to 6, just continue it, that is skip it, and then again repeat the loop, which will start from the next one, which is 7 8 9. I have given up to the 10, which will goes from 0 to 9, which has executed. So just continue is used to just skip the condition we have given. Then there is also a pass statement. When we have written any a loop and we want to execute it later, for example, if I have not written it correctly or want to update in the future, you can just use pass here, which will not execute it. I will comment it down. As you can see here, nothing gets executed because we have written pass here. If I don't write it here, it will give a error, indentation error or any, because we have not written anything in the for loop. We have to write something in here. As you can see, we have to write something in here. If but I let's suppose I don't try to anything in here, I just use pass. It just skips this loop, so it just acts like as a placeholder. Now we'll come to the nested loops, which you already know. Nested means inside of something. So nested loops with are a loop inside another loop. For example, if we want to make a program, let's make a table for I in range, for j in range, current I comma j. It will print a table. As you can see here, 0 0 0 1 0 2 0 3 5 4. Let's make it a simpler one for your understanding. 0 0 0 1 0 2. Now 1 0 1 1 1 2. It's just like a matrix. 0 0, then 0 1, then 0 2. It will perform just like come into this, which is first one is 0, then enter into the for loop this one. It will not come out of this until it completes the j for loop, which is 0 1 and 2. Then it will come again in I1 1, then again 0 1 2, then again the I for loop, then again 0 1 2. So this is just a nested loops, which is commonly used in pattern programming in many languages. Now you can also make some patterns. How? Using, if I choose print, you already have seen somewhere like star, pyramid or triangles. They are just using like this. For example, just make simpler more. You can see a very simple one. Now we'll make a triangle one. How can you do that? Just making some changes. Go to 6. I'll multiply it by I. Now run it. As you can see here, our triangle is ready from 1 2 3 4 5. This is one of the easiest and most popular pattern. Now we will let's make a program for factorial. For example, if I write a factorial of 4, which is 12 into 2 24. How can you make it? Make a input, comment it down, any number, input, enter number. I'll make a variable here, then for loop for I in range from 1 to the number I put, plus 1. Now what will add us? The a equals multiply equals to I. Now I'll print it factorial. I'll print a, turn it, enter a number 5, 120, which is running correctly, perfectly. Enter a number 4, which is 24, running correctly. Now what I have done is I have taken in input, made a variable 1, then I have used a for loop from 1 to up to the number I want to multiply. Now what will does it will multiply a into 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then it will print our number a, store its value and print it. It has stored 4 into 3 as just like this, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, just like this, which will come out as 24. As you can also see here, it has printed as 24. I'll comment it down. Now we will count, make a simpler program which is counting even numbers. It is very easy. For using for loop, I can do it. For I in range 0, 2, let's write up to 100. I'll use the jump function to jump for 2, parent I 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and as you can see here up to 100 it has printed. 100 will not get included here because it runs up to -1, so I'll change it to 101. As you can see here, it has written up to 100. It is very easy program. Now before concluding this session, I'll come to our common beginners mistakes people use. Mistake number 1, which is obviously we have done many times here, using a range function incorrectly. Likewise, here used, change it like this. You would expect it will go from 0 to 10, but it goes from 0 to 9 because of the Python functioning. Then number 2 will be indentation. Obviously, as you can see here, when I write for loop here and add a colon and I press enter, it automatically gets indented. If I write without indentation, it will give us an error, indentation error, because it is up to scope. So Python demands an indentation here. Mistake number 3 will be creating infinite while loop without using any conditions. Then mistake number 4 will be using break instead of continue. You should remember that break stops the entire loop, but continue, what does it? It skips that particular loop, but doesn't stop the entire loop, just keeps only that particular iteration. Now let's summarize our session. We have done what is a loop, what is for loop, the range function, the while loop, infinite loops, break statement, continue, and pass statements. Also, he has seen the nested loop, the pattern printing, the triangular one, factorial. Now, the loop help us automate repetitive tasks and make our programs much more efficient. They are one of the most frequently used concepts in programming, and you will use them in almost every real world project. In the next lecture, we'll learn about strings in Python. We'll explore indexing, slicing, string methods, and how to manipulate text effectively. Thank you for watching. Practice all the loop examples, especially the multiplication table, factorial patterns. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you. Peace out.